All right, team, let's go in. About to get started. I want to take off my side view mirror so I could take that shit upstairs. I'm gonna also take off my passenger joint so I could take that shit upstairs. Get to kind of sanding it down a little bit. I got some 2000 and 1000 grit just to really even it all out. I just got some masking tape from Advanced Auto and got some caliper paint, the gloss joint, high gloss to go with it so it'll have that shine. I got the primer and the clear coat upstairs. I'll put that in the air, but let's get it popping with here. So first joint, let me turn this down just a little bit more. If you're taking off, you're gonna need to take off your door panel, right? So in order to do that, you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver for one. We're gonna pry this little tab back here. Come on, buddy. Booyah. Put that right on the floor. And you're gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver. Take that out. Now we're gonna come back with the flathead. You have to pry from this edge right here because we're gonna have to remove this strip or this piece of paneling here to get to the two screws that are actually back here, so now we can get the panel to come off itself. So just wedge it in the back, give it a nice little pry, a little bit of force, nothing too crazy. We don't want to break the tabs, and keep moving your fingers down, right? See here, both hands. Don't want to come out. There we go. A little wiggle, a little bend. That should do it. As you see, it has the tabs here. You don't want to be too forceful and break any of the tabs, because now when you're putting it back in, it's just going to look kind of cruddy if it has that jut out and it doesn't go all the way back in. So put the tab, the panel right over here. Now let me get down here so you guys can see. See, it's going to be one screw here, 10 millimeter. There's going to be another screw here, 10 millimeter. But before we do that, let's pry up our control panel. Flathead. Up. And out. Come on, baby. Yo, guys. Unit. There we go. So once you pop it up, it's going to be up and out. And now this is going to give you access to your clips under here that you're going to have to take out. Very simple push tabs. Push tab here, just push that in, remove. Same thing here, push tab right here in the middle, you can see it. Push that in. If it does give you some headache and you don't want to keep pressing OD, we can use the flathead, push that down. Now you have your window panel out the way. Now that's going to give us access to these last two 10 millimeter screws right here. For me, have that. Let me go get my extension out the trunk. All right, so back to it. Coming over top and grab it like so. Put that right down there so we don't lose it. Now that I think about it, let me go over here, and we're gonna take our time with this one, because the last thing we really want to do is drop it down behind the paneling. It'd be a pain in the ass, but I mean, since we're taking the paneling off, it's not gonna be too big of a deal if it does fall, but just take your time, maneuver it out. Got your screw, pull it down here, just put that in there. Now what we're going to be doing is pulling the panel. You're going to have to use a little bit of force, Don't worry about it, but let's not be too aggressive. And then now this top portion kind of hooks down. So once you get the bottom paneling off, you gotta lift up a little bit. Now, this gives me access to my lights where I don't really want to disconnect anything else. And being where I'm at right now, I'm not putting too much tension on any wires. Just always want to double check that. You never want to put too much tension on any given wire. So let me move this up a little bit here. And you can see right here is where your window, oh, I'm sorry, your side view mirror clip is. But we got to get this off. So this is going to be another 10mm bolt. Put that over here. Drop down. Now this should come off. It'll pop out. Come on, Mr. Clip. There we go. Now you see the tab clip comes out from right there. Now with this down, we can let this hang. This, once you remove like the tweeter paneling, that's gonna expose the 3 10mm bolts that actually hold your side view mirror in. But before we take those out, let's actually come right here, pop the tab, push the tab so we can pop the connector out like so. So now we don't have anything giving us any extra resistance or putting any extra strain on the wires while we're taking it out. All right, so let's go in. Let's get our 3 10mm bolts off. Like literally you need one socket and a flathead and Phillips head screwdriver with some extensions to do this job. And it's very simple. It's very straightforward. It is nothing too crazy at all. Bolts there. Get this one. Number 2. And then now as you're taking the third one out, number 3, you'll see you're getting a little bit of play to your side view mirror. Third bolt. Now we should be able to come on the side, but for me it's going to be a little different because now I need to pry this off, which is not going to be a big deal. I'm just going to pry that off a little bit. Even if I need to put some more 3M tape, I have more than enough upstairs, but give it a little wiggle. And boom. Take your time and your side view mirror is out. Y'all already know, team. Let's go. So got the side view mirror out for the driver's side. I'm gonna do the same thing for the passenger side, but I just wanted to show you guys how to get it done, just in case that's what you guys were looking to do. For me, as of right now, just so I can actually put or close my damn door, we're just gonna pop that back in. And for right now, I'm just gonna hook this right here over the ledge like so. Pull these clips out. We're just gonna hook this over the ledge. And for me, oops, gotta go. Little reverse joint, okay. So before that, we would actually have to wait with this. There we go. And then now we should be able to just go and put it over and we should be good. There we go. So now it's on to a degree, somewhat flush. Now for me, I'll be able to go and work and do my thing. And I just wanted to give that to you guys right quick. All right, so I had to get a little crafty. Under my GoPro, I have my headlamp. This is uncomfortable like a motherfucker, but just so I could get the footage for y'all so y'all can see how to put this shit back together. Let me turn this down a little bit. just so y'all can see how to put it back together and don't run into any snags. So let's throw this fresh side view mirror in. Again, I just had it like this just so I could close my door. So this technically would be off already. Oh yeah, that would be off already, right? Like so. I'm gonna take this off. Have that down like so. Put my window down so now it's easier to work through and I'm not just working with handling the headlamp. I mean the side view mirror. But yeah, shit came out pretty dope. Pretty dope. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's get this shit installed. Alright. Now for me it's a little extra because I have my visor. So I'll pick that up in a minute. Let's pull it under. Work it up. First things first, you want to get your pigtail through. Get that back in. Now, booyah. It's gonna set right in, right? Now everything else is straightforward. We're gonna do is by hand first. We're gonna start the 10mm bolts that hold it in. So start those by fingers so we know we don't cross thread those or mess any of that up. Yeah, and last one. Booyah. So now with the 10mm in, let's tighten it down. Next one. Doesn't have to be banjo tight, but once you feel it tight, a little quarter of a turn, that should do it. And this was the problem. It connects. Fucking A. Let's go. Alright team, y'all might see a little difference in the angling only because I went from activity mode on my GoPro to cinematic to give y'all more depth so you can see what I'm doing. So now we have the 3 10mm bolts in. We have, you know, most important, please don't forget to plug in your pigtail. Definitely want to put that back in the connector because now you won't have any functionality of your side view mirror. Now we're gonna take our little tweeter. See, you got your hole right here. Gonna line that up. So let's tuck these away, kind of nice. Let's pull those over to that side. Let's pull this here. Make sure that's down and out the way. Boom. So that's gonna go in. Get this evened up right here. And we're gonna put this 10mm screw. Always remember where you took your screws from. That definitely helps. Definitely helps to get things back in order and you don't have to worry about misthreading or fucking anything up. You know, that's always a good thing. I start that with my fingers. This is a 10mm nut or bolt as well. Booyah. A few turns. Nice and tight. Nothing too extra. So now, being that we really didn't have to disconnect anything else, being that I'm using my leg, as y'all can see, to rest the inner panel. So now let's just pull it up. Let's feed our controller for our window switch. And then now let's start at the front. Make sure this is under. Now team, everything else is honestly straightforward. Let's just go knocking it out. Now that you feel that it's lined up, let's love taps. Just to make sure everything is pushed back in, give it that extra push. Don't want to be too aggressive because now you're still on your door hinge, but everything is pressed back in. Now let's go with the two 10mm that's going to go here, and then your other one that's going to go in there. So with the one over here, take your time because it'll really suck. You're trying to do your joint and let's see, this looks like it bent a little bit. Let's take our time. And when you're doing this, specifically for this 10mm bolt, take your time, because if it starts to feel extra tight, then you might be misthreading it, and then you don't want to keep screwing and it's not smooth as so. You know what I mean? See how we got it in? You don't want to misthread it. And boom, nice and tight. Let's go to this one right here. I swear I'm gonna get that light mod for my GoPro, because this shit is like halfway in my eye. Damn it. But we're just about done, team. Tighten that. Boom. Now, last couple of things. Let's not forget, you're gonna need your switch. Of course, I started on the driver's side, so there was an extra switch up front. Let's not forget to plug that in, but since I'm on the passenger side, it only has one connection. Push it in flushly. Now when you're putting this back in reverse order, you see how it has this tab? Let's get the tab in first and then gently push down. So now that's in there flush, right? Grab our panel. And let's take our time with that. Let's line it up so it's nice. And this is just light pushes. Oh, see, something ain't line up there and I don't want to force it and break it. So let's just start it over. There we go. And that's what we're listening for, or that's what you're looking for, is to have that snap. So you know everything is flush back. Last but not least, we have our little 10mm screw, or a little screw here that's gonna go right here in the door, right by where you open your door. Screw that in. That's nice and tight. Let's not forget the little door that comes with it. You see it has these little tabs here. It's gonna go in and then push. In, push. We're good. So now you have your door panel, everything back together. It's a job well done, team. Let's take a look on the outside and see how we look. Let's close the door. Booyah, perfect. So, looking good. Everything is real right. Side view mirror is looking good. I like it, yo. I like it. Be like the shit came out dope. Slight imperfections, but as of right now, it's just doing this so I can cover the bullshit up, you know what I mean? Give the car that extra little spice for right now. So it looks really good. I really like it. So you already know, team, that's the removal swap if need be, or you're in my position, you're taking it off to paint it. That's the removal of the side view mirror. You already know I try and do my best to keep y'all in the loop and give y'all all the steps, name everything, give y'all the full scoop so you can get the complete job done. So you already know, it's your boy Sir V, aka that OG. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying, baby? We in here. Shit came out dope, man. You know what I mean? Just gotta wipe down the upholstery, put a little 3M tape on here, lock that down. But other than that, job well done, team. You already know, stay locked in. Views VQ type shit. Till next time.